All right. So this is some kind of government building. I'm assuming that it's connected with international business or some kind of maybe transportation or visa. Because I just came from the visa office, the PSB, the People's Security Bureau, to get my visa. It has now been updated, so now I am legal to stay in China another year. But it is a hassle. It is a constant hassle. Here in Ningbo, they want you to give not only your work contract, of course, that's just common sense, right? Who do you work for? Not only your rental contract, where you will be leaving. I understand, right? You know, where you live is important. They want to know, just in case something happens to you, or in case you do a crime, they want to know where you're located. That makes sense. That's why we have driver's licenses in America. But then, in addition to that, besides knowing specifically what you do, I'm an English teacher, okay, and I know that's like one of the 3 jobs that I'm allowed to do in this country, but they want to know your qualifications. That's okay, right? You write up a CV, right, and you have some references. In addition to that, they also want your university diploma. Now, I'm not saying some kind of picture of your diploma to show that you graduated. No, they want your real diploma. Now, some people might not like that. I personally didn't like that. They want my real diploma. And, it's a little weird because no one really carries their diploma with them to another country. That's just strange. Because of the, chances of it being damaged, or you lose it, or someone steals it. But anyway, so besides that, because this is a country that's full of facsimiles, replicas, if you say, they also want to know confirmation from the school itself that the diploma is real. So they want some letter or something signed and stamped from the school itself. And in addition to that, they want some kind of transcripts. Now, this is confusing because if most English teachers in this country are in their 20s, right, they either have the transcripts or don't have the transcripts. Because, to be honest, most companies don't care about your transcripts. They don't care about how well did you do in that econ class 3 years ago. No, they don't care about, what did you get on that history final, in that class that you barely aced and you barely got a C out of. They don't care about any of that stuff. No. They just want to know, without a shadow of a doubt, that you actually went to the school and you graduated from that school. I just find that crazy. So not only did I give you my real physical diploma, which I can't get a copy of, I can't get a replacement of. It'll take months to get a replacement, maybe even a year. And for some schools, it'll take some time. All right. But also you want my transcripts. And then in addition to that, you want some kind of certified letter or something that says that, hey, I actually did go to school. These are the real classes I took, and yes, I am some kind of graduate of a school somewhere. That's just craziness, right? I know. It sounds like a huge rant, but this is not easy. It shouldn't be easy, but it shouldn't be hard either. I've been doing this job for a while now. All you have to do is confirm from the other security bureaus that I've been to, the other ones in the other cities. Say, hey, did this guy pass through your bureau? Right? Did he finish all the qualifications? Okay, that's it. We don't need to have all that paperwork again. So every single year you're here in China, you're going to need to resubmit all the paperwork and maybe more, because they keep changing the laws every year. Every year they keep changing laws, and now the G20 just finished. God, that was a crazy mess and a half. So now they finished the G20, basically locking up all the international people. You're not allowed to travel from city to city. You can't take planes without prior confirmation, without prior permission to leave your city, right? Anyone who needed to get a new visa within a month during or after the G20 basically is on hold, because now it's August. My visa expired back in July 4th. So it's been over a month. It should have been finished within 3 weeks. because all I'm doing is getting a new visa. But no, they took my passport, they held it for months, and they said, okay, here you go. You're no longer, a potential threat. I ordered a package from Amazon, and it's being held in customs 3 weeks, 3 weeks in extension of the original dates that it was promised by customs in the first place because of G20. And all it was a tiny little router, just a tiny router, like literally a networking router. 8 ports. You connect other ports to it. That's it. All right. No special equipment. All right. No 3D printer. No special metals. No, not even a computer. Not even a laptop. Just a tiny router. So tiny I could fit it in my backpack. But they're like, no. It needs to be held in customs 3 extra weeks. So I know that it sounds like I'm complaining, and yeah, it is. All right. I mean, but I have to vent. Anyone who travels to another country understands that the rules are a little bit different, but there's nothing you can do. But you have to release the stress and frustration. You can't just accept it flat out. You can't be human. That doesn't work that way. So this is just me venting. It's just me complaining, right? This is my off day. Right now, it's Monday. It's my off day, right? And I have to spend my entire morning traveling so far away. And there's a reason why I'm panning around so many times. I want you to see this area. This is a newly developed area, right? And the only reason why these buildings are being built is because of that huge government building right there. Every few years, no matter what city you live in China, okay, the government will decide, we need to get bigger, have bigger buildings, more impressive landscapes. So we're going to move all of our government buildings further away from the city, right, to make it look more, modern. I guess that's the best idea I can think of, right? Make it look more modern. So they'll do this. They'll take all this land, right? They'll buy it from the farmers. They'll take all this land, and they'll just build it up. Government building first, then small business buildings later. Now, there's nothing in those buildings, mind you. I've driven past them. There's nothing in those buildings. No businesses, no apartments. I mean, if you can see from here, those apartments are empty. You can literally see straight through them, right? And then the ones that are finished being built, no one wants to live there because there's nothing out here. There's no bus routes, no taxis are out here, right? The only thing out here are those government buildings and maybe some government, I guess you call them government apartments or government housing, right? And those are only for the workers, like not workers, but the blue collar people, or the white collar, the office workers. So they're the only ones who live out here. So these businesses are hoping to get some of that government money from the families and from the office employees who work out here. And maybe within the next 3 to 5 years, this place will be built up. Problem is, within 7 years to 10 years, this entire area is going to pretty much be changed again. The government buildings will up and move. They'll move farther away from the city and starting the process all over again. They feel it's a way to do an instant like a terror change, it's a way of developing without really developing. All right. You create buildings, you create a chance for people to make money. You create an opportunity for people to make a little something to change their life, and they think people will just come here. All right. Oh, we have apartments. Come live here. Oh, we have office buildings. Come work here. But why? Right? There's no reason why. Why come all the way out here? All right. It took me 40 minutes to drive out here on my e-bike, and I know you're making fun of my e-bike, but to be honest, my e-bike goes faster than most cars are allowed to go on the road. So if it took me 40 minutes on my e-bike, it'd probably take a car 30 minutes. But still, you're driving 30 minutes outside the city for what? Nothing. I mean, yeah, it's pretty, it looks nice, but if you look closer in that water, that's not the best looking water. That's a lot of algae in there. You know? I mean, it's not that bad. Inside the city, it's worse. Good Lord, it's just inside the city, it's only a solid green muck. But if you look out there, you'll see some fish jumping around. Some fish can actually live here. But sooner or later, you'll have some of those migrants. You know, the people from other provinces. They're looking for money, looking for a new life. They'll come out here. They don't have money to buy food, so they'll fish. They'll grow their own vegetables. They have no other choice. All right? Because if they stay at home, they stay in their own provinces, their own hometowns, they're going to make less money, if not make no money at all. There's no real reason for me making this video. Some people wanted me to, just make more, I guess, personal videos, like face-to-face videos, me just walking around. I'll see what I can do. Maybe I can, while driving home, maybe I can videotape some other stuff. Because I saw some migrant workers on the side of the road farming, so maybe I can take a video of them. Anywho, I'm gonna get going because I am a foreigner standing in front of a government building, so there are actual military soldiers walking around the building, so I will get going before they want to have a conversation with me. So I will see you guys later.